Alright, this is where I'm at with Left Alone. I have been working for probably about a week and a half. I'm not sure when the last time I created a video, but I've been working on a skill system to generate items in the world, or not items, but farmable objects like trees and rocks and stuff, and generate those into the world as you skill up. And as you can see, I have one type of tree. So currently there are two types of trees that are in the game, and the second tree requires a skill up of 15. So once I get wood cutting to 15, the tree will start to spawn. Now they spawn slowly, and once you farm an object, that's where the respawn starts. But as you can see, when I'm roaming the world, now if we're lucky, if I go straight, we'll see one, but roaming the world, all these trees are the same level. They're all the level 1 trees, technically, and we call them tree. How genius. I have not decided to get into the design phase, so everything is just called tree and rock. Pretty simple, but I have just reprogrammed a whole bunch of stuff to be drag and drop, and there you go. So my wood skill is at 15, and we have a respawn of the new tree. So this is the new tree. It will respawn at 15, but it still requires 25 to chop it down. So once we get to 25, come over here, little wood piece. I like how they just jump around. I mean, eventually I might have to fix that, but I think I'm gonna leave it in there just like, because they're interacting with the tree, so that'll be the tree. Alright, so now that I'm 25, alright, come over here, tree. Now I can farm it. No problems. Yeah. And then when I leave the game, and then go back in, a new world will be populated for me, and it will have these new trees in it. So now I'll have those new trees in it. So currently we have a system that has two different trees in it. This tree you can farm at wood cutting skill 15, and this tree you can farm at wood cutting skill 0. So when the world wants to spawn an object and it chooses a wood cutting object to spawn, it will look at the list and it'll say my wood cutting skill is 28, and it'll look at all the other trees or all the other wood cutting objects that can be spawned with a skill lower than 28 or equal to 28. And since this tree right here is the top tiered wood cutting tree currently at a whopping 15 skill required, to spawn, and a 25 skill required to farm it. When it goes through and searches this list, it asks if it can spawn this object first, all the 15 objects, and then if not, it'll go to the next object in the list, so the zeros. And if there's more objects, it would just keep going down the list until it reaches the bottom, which is 100%. These the second tier objects, 50% chance to be selected. Third tier objects is 33, and it goes up so on and so forth, maintaining that kind of structure. And then the very top tiered item that you're able to farm, if it doesn't win the roll to spawn it the first time, you get a second roll. So you're more likely to see the newer tree, the newer object, than you are the older object. So it'll spawn more of these trees rather than these. That's kind of the hope and the idea. Anyhow, let me know what you think. Have a good day.